Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go.
That QB's trapped. Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing his Wentz. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready, flag 22. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And some room to work. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Wentz going to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Ready? Blue ready. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wentz to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. It's caught by Aguilar. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Wentz now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Ogunbowale. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
21-0 our score after 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run it here with Logan. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
a loss of 2 yards. It's
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Green, 17.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. And he finds Howard complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Money, black 22.
Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Deep ball for Jeffrey. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Check 52. Green,
Hogan Bawale on the screen. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by Jackson. And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a... This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. To throw, it's Wentz. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Logan. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They run again with Logan. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by 53. Check 53. It's a gain of 5 on the 50. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. The 1st down throw for Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it?
And he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On the carry, it's Logan. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jameis to throw it. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 11-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got him at rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 85 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run with Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down, it's Logan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
You play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 36, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Wait.
Now Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Wentz buying time to his left. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. So barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practice.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz now to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think